Hi there and welcome to another episode here on Bustthenet. Yes, this is the FM Tactics Show. I like to call it the FM Tactics Show because it's a show where your tactics get used by Gloucester City in an effort for us we just use your tactics and see how well we can do. It's a two-way street. I try to use your tactics and I'll try in different ways. I'll see how it plays out. Then I might make suggestions on what I would do if I had them in my team. So essentially it's something, what would you do if you had a downloaded tactic? Yeah. Basically, that's it. Then I look at things like shape and how it affects that tactic, and maybe even like look at other tactics that play against it, and then make an assessment on what I can do when I'm faced with other tactics. Now, we have a fairly interesting game, right? We are in an interesting situation basically. Gloucester City, well, we had a bad run. Remember, I was moaning about my bad run, and then we used a 4-2-2-2 narrow tactic from Simji, which is basically this tactic which I thoroughly enjoyed. We modified it to suit our needs, and we went on and we had some great wins. We managed to beat Brighton 4-0. We hammered Bournemouth 4-2. We got good wins over Crystal Palace and West Brom. One could say these are easy games, but well, a wins. I mean, compared to what we were doing before that, where we could even beat Watford at home, so it was a pretty disappointing result there. But we've done okay. And our top player, Zé Gomez, scoring lots of goals. But look at this, he's got a twisted knee. He's out for 4 to 6 days. He's bagged in like 40 goals out of 44 appearances, central to our team, one of the most important players in our squad, and he has, I think, he's banged in like 25 goals for the team. And if you look at the total number of goals that we've scored as a club, if we looked at our goals, it's a lot of goals. I mean, it's a third of all the goals that we've scored have come from one player, Zé Gomez. And now he's out injured. Well, the injury list keeps piling up. He's injured. My second choice striker, he's carrying a knock, Betinho. He was injured. He's just come back from recovery. And it puts us in a pretty difficult situation because Sam Johnson is also injured. Zé Gomez is injured. Julian Germano is suspended for this game. And we have decided to try a tactic out from the community. This tactic comes from, I will not pronounce it, the handle is ASSD. Yes, and it's, well, ASSD has come up with this tactic, which he likes to call it as Asymmetric 4-3-3. Okay, cool. He's got an engash. If you don't know what an engash is like a hook. A player that doesn't move around a lot, stays in a particular area, and he plays balls off other players, right? So he's there to knock passes to this guy, to that guy. So he's just a pivot in an attacking position. So if he doesn't dribble very much. He does more risky passes, and he doesn't really close down in the final third. And then we've got another player who doesn't really close down in the final third, the Ramdauter. Well, we won't be playing with Betinho in this game, so he is not available because he's only 83%. And we've got F9 on top. The rest of his tactic was nice. Only shoot more. He's got a wing back. They told him to shoot more often. Well, that means that he's going to take pot shots when he gets a chance in the final third. And Jackman, box midfielders. He's got two box-to-box midfielders. Basically, two roam positions. Got a ball-winning midfielder on defense. Engash with more direct passes. Ramdauter with shoot more often. And F9 on top. Played on mentality and a fluid team shape. Pass into space, play out of defense, work ball into box, and dribble less. So a lot of passing, he's hoping to see a lot of passes being played to the players. Now, if I'm looking at my team overall, then we have a problem because I don't have at the moment anybody who can play as a Ramdauter because Betinho is injured. I've got this player called Harome Sindala. Preferred foot left. I rather my Ramdauter on the left have his preferred foot right. So he's finishing is 16 and 13. So Pascal Costa, can he play as a Ramdauter? Off the ball is 14, acceleration is 15. His preferred foot is right. Well, we might get Costa to play as a Ramdauter on the right, which basically now it's a bit confusing because we don't have any more strikers. Jaromir Sindela, his strength is 13, F9, passing 11. Well, he can dribble the ball, not very brave. Really, I don't have anybody else to play. I could actually ask Pipoli to play in this role, but I've got plans for Pipoli. Pipoli is going to drop in here. He's going to play as the wing back. So Betinho is going to be on the bench. That really rules out how many other players I can field for this match. It's very, very sad, our situation. We'll probably have to use that last spot for a goalkeeper, so our 18-year-old goalkeeper gets a chance to don the jersey and get involved in a Champions League match. Okay, what about midfield? We've got box-to-box midfielders. Now, box-to-box midfielders, you want decision-making, decision-making and off the ball. So, and so if you've got 13 for off the ball, decision-making of 14. And Jackman is a really good player in my team, and he's very versatile. My coaches have already come in and suggested that Collado be converted to a central defender, which is actually a very, very good idea. We might do that. I think it's a good move. We might get him to be a central defender because honestly, my team is thin. Upper Kuchika is off the ball is only 12. So that's it. We got Marcio Agostinho. Off the ball is only 10. So basically the assistant manager has done pretty well with his selection of who should be playing. So who's going to be the man on top? Well, it'll have to be Sindela. Then we've got Lopez and Costa. This is a match that is going to be very interesting because we drew away from home 0-0. It's not a good result. So now we are playing at home to Napoli. They score 1 goal, we'll have to score 2. So, control fluid sounds like a plan. I'm a bit nervous. I haven't tried. Sometimes I take these tactics. I actually try them on FM Touch to see what they're like beforehand. So, I try them out. I look at FM Touch. Try it with a really good team to get a good handle what how the tactic plays like. But this is one time where I haven't even done that. I'm going in totally blind. I'm nervous as hell. And I think we're going to be knocked out of the Champions League. I have this feeling Napoli are going to knock us out. Because we haven't been playing very well. I mean, honestly, been playing like shit. So we're all sorted and we're about to start the game. There are certain things I'm a bit concerned about looking at this tactic. The first thing that bugs me is the 2 box-to-box midfielders. I don't particularly like that because I'm more shuttlers here than players who are roaming from position. I like them to shuttle a bit more. We have a problem with our backline, with our attack because we don't have another striker because the problem at the moment is we've got quite a few players out injured, so I literally have to play players they're not accustomed to be played in those roles, so we'll have to see how they do. Jaromir Sindela, he could be a strong. Okay, I just have to use this combination then. None of these players play regularly for me, so this is going to be a big problem. The other thing I'm worried about, this role, ball winning midfielder on defense. He's got something of a habit of picking up like a lot of yellow cards. Now this tactic will play really well if we play into the hands of the AI. I'll probably be playing this tactic on fluid, my tactic on fluid, and I'll end up playing into the hands of the AI. So we're just going to watch it at the start and see how we do. This tactic will probably play really well on fluid, and if these guys are really solid on their own, then on structured they could stretch our team. So you want to see how we do at the start before I make any changes. Lopez out, doesn't get the ball out to Costa. Hajek, Costa, Lopez again. Doesn't get much traction on that. That's early. Alright. Botic Jackson has already picked up. He's on the verge of picking up a yellow card. Seniors, Olmedo, Lopez. This is Costa. This is Collado. This is Olmedo. And this is Jackman. I'm looking at whether they do a good job of playing as shuttlers, in other words. I mean, I don't want them. I want them to be closing down, but I don't want them to go too far out of position. This is where Jackman is when he's supposed to be here. Okay. That's it. Mr. Jackman, you're changing back to deep line playmaker on support. We'll have you closing down more, dribbling less, more risky passes direct. Okay, you play in that position. Olmedo, I had a feeling this was going to happen. Central midfielder on support, dribble less, shoot less often, move into channels, roam from, no, you don't have to roam position. And I'll leave you to decide what kind of passes you're going to be making. Okay, Jackman to Bergwijn. Jackman goes out. Own switch to Ratondale, whatever your name is. Okay, I'm looking at his name. I don't know how to pronounce that name. It sounds like Rotoblades. Look at that. What's it? That Rotondale. I'm not very happy with our lack of control of this match. Sindelar to Lopez to Jackman. Out he goes to Costa. Ooh, that was close. Costa was just offside. Okay. I might go structured very soon. Hajek to Olmedo to Pipo to Lopez. Ooh, Webster is offside. Munoz with the free kick. No pass interference. No ball into box. Prevent shot goal. Play with a no, we're gonna play with a slightly deeper defensive line. Play slightly wider and pass into space. I'm gonna draw them onto me, and then hopefully it unlocks the space for these guys. Jackman, and we also have to play on structured. Pipoli to Collado to Hajek to Borthwick Jackson to Olmedo. Forced to go back to Webster. Now to Pipo. Pipo finds Jackman to Sindelar to Lopez. Lopez to Olmedo. Olmedo. Okay. I see something in you, Olmedo. I see greatness. Direct pass is more risky. I see the potential of this guy unlocking this guy. So that's how we're going to play. Pipo to Collado. Collado to Jackman. Jackman to Lopez. Lopez to Sindelar to Olmedo. Olmedo working the channels. Nice. Okay, we're getting a bit more support and bite in midfield. We're defending now. Galliard. Pipo does well to Sindelar. Sindelar into space. Or Lopez. What a pass. Or Lopez. Can Lopez? No, he can't. Oh, that was painful to watch. Hugo Basto. This is what I wanted to see us do. Use the extra space. Now we've dropped deep with slightly deeper defensive line. We're kind of inviting them to attack us, and then when their attacks break down, I want to be able to hit them on into the spaces that they have left they've vacated. Garcia. Okay. Borthwick Jackson doesn't win. We don't win the second ball because we have actually dropped a bit deeper, encouraging them to attack us. But we have to win the ball back. That's the thing. Okay, that's Collado. That role is a recipe waiting, a disaster waiting to happen. So we are going to turn this role into another deep line playmaker, but this time on defense. And we'll close him down much and get him to mark tighter. And he will just play mixed passing. Okay. There's no other. We don't have a role in the game that's just about basic. We want you to hold a position and don't tackle too hard. You just stay on your feet and do all the tackling. Every other they have to choose the DLP on defense to get that done. Sindelar. Okay, all right. We're looking stable now. I'm hoping that now I got one more thing left to do. Pipoli turning into a complete wing back, so that he can attack the flank. Because we are reacting more or less to how the AI is playing. So I'm just changing based on what the AI is playing. The AI is playing pretty fluid. So if I play fluid, then it gets back into defensive shape very quickly. That's the reason why I'm playing structured. So I'm hoping that by going structured, I stretch the play and I can make use of the role. I can give those roles room to breathe, like the Raumdalter. He loves to play in spaces. So I'm trying to give him the space. hijack, and I'm inviting them to attack me so that my round daughter can attack them. Colado into... Wow, again, that was close. Another pass that was just not perfectly weighted for the round daughter. Really depending on the round daughter here, totally. Okay, they get back. Out wide it goes. This is quick defending. Galiad, Bergwin to Gare to Rotondale. Shoots from range. Yeah, this is the risk we're taking if I want to play this way. They are going. So far, nobody has had a shot on target. This is a very, very bad game. Okay. Second half starts. Pepelu to Munoz to Galiad. Galiad looks around and says, what am I going to do with this ball? He gives it back. Come on, Napoli. This isn't Napoli. This is somebody else. I want Napoli to attack me. Pipoli. Come on, Napo. Attack me. Jackman. Sinela. No, come on, boys. You got to put the ball into the back of the net. Borthwick Jackson goes backwards. Oh. What else can I do? The Engash role is one role I might want to change. But it's okay. He can be a hook. We need a hook. Anyway. So, what a ball for Sinela. Sinela. It's not Say Gomez. Okay, we're still looking and thinking about bringing Betinho on. He may only be 83%, which is fine. Munoz. Okay, alright. It's now time to think about the one and only Betinho. Who does he come on for? Could he come on for Sindela or Costa? Well, Sindela is 6.8. He is apparently not having a bad game, but this guy Pascal Costa is. Alright, so we just bring on Betinho for Pascal Costa. Something tells me this could be a great move or a complete asinine thing to do. Come on. Between Costa and Sindela, I have actually never used Sindela in a game. So the whole season, I think this is his first start. He has hardly even featured on the bench. So he's been mourning for a game. He's unhappy at the club. So I'm hoping that this one chance, he has the chance to prove his worth. Well, I'm such a dog. I should have had better players in my team. All right, 68 minutes. Gloucester City 0, Napoli 0. We have done enough, I think, to create some kind of stability in the system. I wasn't seeing a lot of attacking thrust in the game. I don't want to play fluid, that's the thing. If I play fluid, I'm playing into the hands of the AI, so I'll rather be playing structured. Okay, there we go. Sindela is off. Sindela inside the box shoots, you piece of shit. But then again, I asked for it. I'm playing on structured. We're going to play slightly deeper defensive line. And we're going to run at the defense. Here we go. Jackman to Olmedo. Olmedo to Colado. Colado to Betinho. Lopez doesn't get there. Olmedo to Betinho. Betinho, what the hell? Okay, instructions. Walk ball into box. There's not much time, but then we might have to take this into extra time. Control flexible. One role change. You are becoming a complete wingback on attack. And you will become a ball-winning midfield on support. Small changes. I'm now trying to release my wingback on the right flank and I'm hoping that we get some more width from that side and get some options there. It's a big risk. Garcia. Here we go. Pipoli with the corner. Sindelai goes. Hajek shoots. And Sousa gets away with it. Sousa, he's got Hajek. That's good news. Oh, he gets past Hajek. That's bad news. Okay. Hajek, die you. Come on, Hajek. You can win this. He does it. Puts that play under enough pressure. That's it. I'm throwing everything. Using this very tactic and trying my best. Bergwin to Garcia. Garcia comes up. Garcia comes near the box. Shoots. Butland makes the save. Gloucester City 0. Napoli 0. Out to Hajek. Well, the boys are playing much better now. Their ratings have all gone to 7.5. That's nice to see. 7.1. Wow. Everyone is playing well, but we haven't put a ball into the back of the net. And then we're going to make another change. Just putting on players who are fit and can also play in a penalty shootout. Yes, it's a penalty shootout. Auto pick. Okay. All right, we shall do this on commentary mode because I don't want to see the goals. Okay. Oh, Napoli has scored. Pipoli has scored. Bergwijn has scored. Jackman, no. Sosa. Oh, he scored. Collado. Oh no, Collado has missed too. There's two players who've missed. Napoli are just hammering us in a penalty shootout. And we are out. Yes, so anticlimactic. Went to a penalty shootout and we lost. Well, we have been undone in a penalty shootout. We were not good enough against Napoli. I don't know whether it was the tactic or whether it was the players. I think it was a combination of both. We had to make a lot of changes to this tactic on the fly. It's the first time I've used the tactic, and I probably would not use roaming positions here. I'll probably use a complete wing back or a more attacking wing back here with a ball playing midfielder here, ball winning midfielder here. These two roles are very, very important. And I need players to search, but we played okay. Unfortunately for us, we couldn't get the win. And yes, we are out of the Champions League first knockout round against Napoli. The defending champions have been kicked out. We only have one thing left to play for. We've only got the title now to play for. So that's it. Our season might come to an early premature end. That's disappointing. Well, I hope you enjoyed this edition of the FM Tactics Show. I'm sorry we couldn't win, but sometimes those kind of things happen in the game. And we're out of the Champions League. Very disappointed. If you still want to send in your tactics, please do so. It's you can upload them to SendSpace or Dropbox, anywhere that you can upload a tactic to. Provide me with the link below, and we'll get on with using your tactics in the show. Now, don't worry, I don't take things personally. If you don't make it, it's kind of fun, but watching how some of these tactics play themselves out. But generally, what I felt about that tactic earlier was that there was too much roaming going on in midfield. I needed somebody to lock them down. I needed shuttlers. I need people who can work the flanks as well, so that I can release a complete wing back. And I also felt that to get the Ramdauter to enjoy space, we wanted to play a bit more structured and slightly deeper. I do think that maybe you could also play that on fluid with a slightly deeper D-line. That would have made it interesting. It was one other option that I could have taken, but I didn't. Unfortunately for us, we're out of the Champions League. And if you want to submit your tactics, you know where to do that. If you want to join the conversation on our Discord channel, please visit the Patron page at www.patron.com/Bustthenet. Until we meet again, you guys take care. Have a good one. I'll see you again soon. Bye-bye.